this episode definitely had two kinds of auras about it. One that's full of rising hope, and one was kind of full of going to an abysmal darkness, I would say. Featuring two main characters. One is Senya, and one is Lord Teru, in a way. You know, let's talk about Lord Teru first. Lord Teru foresaw his death. You know, he saw it as a freaking Diablo death, from JoJo Bizarre Adventures Part 5. Where he had King Crimson, where he destroyed the 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 cause and get so you just have the effects. That's pretty much what he did. In a way, he had a dream where he would see himself doing something, and then the person that saw it disappears, and he becomes the person that did it. In a way, and then as time goes on, he starts seeing other things around the manor in a way, and then he realizing that he is complete. Now, what he means by what he is complete? He is complete is because he sees himself as being a fully completed being as through cycles of reincarnation. You know, as they believe that we are reincarnated, we go through different lives, facing parts of ourselves, learning from our mistakes for each life until we become this perfect being that no longer needs to keep on living again. So I forget what happens afterward. You probably finally go to the heaven that they call somewhere out there. I forgot, but it always fascinated me. It's just been a while since I did any research on it, but I need to go look back up at it again to see that. But anyways, yes, he knows he's going to die, but he wants to face it boldly. So he knows what he has to do. So he asks Hanatora, the land god there, to use illusions to get people out of the manor, while he asks pretty much Shinsuke to look after things and Zanzu to help him. In a way, yeah, by the way, Zanzu is back. You probably remember Zanzu because he didn't really show up much in season 1, but he's here now. So anyways, yeah, the plan is for him to face the traitorous men all to himself. I guess people are trying to embrace a new way of Japan during this time. There's a time where people were trying to decide what was best for Japan by lots and lots of murder, pillage, and destruction. I swear, man. Savages. That was their way. That was their way. In the meantime. But during that time, Senya is find some peace within himself when it comes to his Katawara inside of him. First, he's fighting them. All they want to do is fight. But yet, they don't want to fight the dragon. They want to fight anybody else but the dragon, by the way. And they're telling her to ditch the girl and everything. So he fights them until Shinsuke and even Toro himself tells him, about playing and stuff. Enjoy yourselves. Don't always, even if you do have a fate that you can't escape from, at least make it go your way, in a way. So he understands that. And as you know, as time goes on, he's talking to them. And so far, only half of them are willing to, help him out. And the thing you realize is that it kind of did a Little Witch Academia thing when it comes to the second opening of Little Witch Academia. And what I mean is this. Is in the second opening of Little Witch Academia, where you see Aru going down a path, and she has all the witches that she has met throughout the series, and then you had her rival going down the path, but then all you see is witches, but you don't see their faces. It shows the comparison between the two. Her rival didn't bother to really get to know anyone or to understand her fellow comrades, where Aru, however, did, so therefore she had more a different kind of power, her friends are her power kind of thing. In this one, the Kakawara he didn't get to know are just shadowy monster-like figures. They all look the same, where the ones he got a chance to talk to and to understand, you saw their true forms. You saw who they are and what they look like, and how they act. That's what he did, in a way. So I kind of like that kind of cool thing that they did. It shows the progression of how he now perceives the people inside of him, not just as monsters, but as their own individual being, in a way, but still whole. So he's off in a way to fight the dragon, and the dragon wants to fight on the belly of a cloud Katawara, a very powerful one indeed. But however, Senya doesn't want to fight, but instead he is going to play. He realizes that he is human, he is not a monster, but again, he will not see the people within him as his enemies. So he will play instead. He'll show you the fun of conflict instead of just being a brutal battle to the death and everything. So I really did enjoy that. And he also got his memories back thanks to a saying that Shinsuke said, that he's just a brat at the end of the day. Despite all the monsters and powers he has, he is still just a child, not truly aware of the world around him. And then that's in a shock to him when he starts to remember the people in his lives. Even remembering Shinsuke, he was told that Shinsuke was his enemy, but that wasn't really true. Shinsuke was just on the opposite side, but never ever wanted to fight the kid or harm him in any kind of way. However, he was just too dangerous, so Shinsuke Master did seal him away for a while. So yeah, that did happen. But either way, he now understands, Shinsuke isn't a bad person. He is not his enemy. Instead, he is his friend, his ally, his comrade. So I did enjoy that sweet little part. He has these departures, and it's like it was like there was a child story to this episode, and then there's the adult story to this episode. Senya is worrying about rescuing Tsukiko and fighting the dragon, but yet when he's wondering what's going around the manor every now and then, they're keeping it hush hush, like when the adults don't want the children to find out what's going on, they allow them to focus on the problems they already have while the adults work on what they have to do, what's going on in their lives. As you can see, Hanatara is distracting the villagers to escape the manor, and then as Shinsuke's helping him out while distracting him as well, is like that, despite the growth Senya has, he is still just a child. He is not ready to face what's about to happen. As he believes if he does, being a good person he is, he would be too distracted to really want to help Tsukiko. If the person's true life that's in danger is Toru's life, if Tsukiko is just a hostage, I don't think the dragon's going to hurt her. But however, saying that Toru's going to die on that day, yeah, he would be attracted. He would want to help out Lord Toru more than anything else, which is understandable. So they let him on to his own devices at the end of the day. Letting him be a kid just a little bit longer. Who knows how long you can be a kid in that kind of time period, especially when you're in a very dangerous or low poverty village and everything. Hey, that's just how it is back then, man. Survival of the fittest. But yeah, I like how things are warming up and stuff. And I do like how the little Katawara shows up as everyone else was scared. He's like, I want to win, man. I don't want to just fight the dragon, man. I want to beat the dragon. Okay? I guess because he's seen himself as weak for so long and he's seen his master want to fight this impossible task, it probably inspired him, like, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's beat this dragon and stuff, man. I enjoy it. It's a nice little inspirational little last final scene. And to the point where, because usually you see his powers, they're like a grotesque, stretchy arm and legs with eyes on them and stuff, and claws. But this time, it turned into an individual weapon this time, showing someone who fully embraced and accepted him at the end, which is good. Good development on that little Katawara. The little Katawara that could. So another good episode, I have to say so myself. I'm looking forward to the next one, seeing how this all concludes, because wow, things are really wrapping up here. And with that being said, I'll end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, share, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Madman. Signing out.